Greetings, greetings, greetings. This is Rosemary with Books by Rosemary, back with another video in this 9-part series of short videos with snippets on the 4 Ds and 3 Fs from Ds and Fs won't do. Today, we're going to be talking about frustration, first of the 3 Fs. So we've done doubt, we've done distraction, we've done discouragement, and we've done depression. If you have not seen those videos, you can find them on YouTube. The name of the channel is All Things Faith Walk. So we're going to talk about frustration today, and this is yet another strategy of the enemy. I want us to pay attention to this strategy carefully, because frustration isn't huge usually. It's trauma, it's tragedy that are huge. Traumas and tragedies are huge, not frustrations. Frustrations come in small bites. And so one could easily ignore them. I liken frustration to those gnats or those little flies that fly around us and kind of by our ears and just, bite our legs. It's nothing huge. Your leg don't fall off. It's not a big sore. It's not a big gash. It's just a little sting. And you just flash them away and they're gone. Those are frustrations. But the thing of it is, if there's a frustration and another frustration and another frustration, and they build up, the cumulative effect of frustration can be devastating. And so the plan of the enemy is that when these little things that come to frustrate us, if we underestimate the impact of them, we will ignore them while they take advantage of us, and they'll continue to build until we find ourselves at a place of experiencing failure. Repeated frustrations get you to a place of failure. So Oxford defines frustration as the feeling of being upset or annoyed, especially because of an inability to change or achieve something. So that's usually when we become frustrated, when we didn't achieve what we set out to achieve, and we feel probably that we couldn't do it, or we feel like something interfered the process and we couldn't do it. Bottom line is, we become frustrated because we didn't achieve. And there's a sense of inability or interference to achieving it. So it's a prevention of progress or success or fulfillment of something. Frustration is a sinister threat that arises or occurs or happens gradually rather than suddenly. Its gradual emergence, as I said earlier, make us underestimate the devastating impact of frustration. So the frustration results from small things in our lives, those little gnats, those little things that we can control or we didn't expect to happen that throw us off. And repeated inability to control, deal with, or manage frustration will make a person come to a place of feeling failure or experiencing failure. So like disappointment can lead to discouragement, and from discouragement to depression, so can frustration, if not dealt with in a timely manner and in a healthy way, lead to failure. All right. So again, the intent of the enemy is for us to ignore the small irritations while he piles them on. And by the time we become cognizant of what is happening, we are buried in frustration and failure. The more you achieve, the more likely frustration will knock at your door. So look at the strategy. If you're not doing anything, there's no room to be frustrated. The aim of the enemy is to frustrate us, to distract us, to discourage us from achieving anything, from progressing, from succeeding, from rising to our potential, from walking in our purpose, to fulfill our destiny. That's his goal. And frustration looks small, but listen, think about the ultimate goal of the adversary. It's to deter us, it's to take us off path from achieving what we should be achieving. So yes, Frustration is a tool that the enemy uses to divert us from our calling and our purpose in life. So treat frustration from the inside out. How do you look at that experience? How do you process the experience that could potentially frustrate you? Treat it from the inside out. Don't just ignore it. Why is this bothering me? Think about it. Calibrate yourself and your way of responding to it. Be realistic about who you are. Don't worry about things. Rest in the Lord. Pick your battles. Choose your battles. Sometimes we get frustrated because we just won't leave things that are out of our control alone. And be thankful for the little things. Be thankful for the little things. I could go into Psalm 23, verse 5, that says, thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. Real quick. Shepherd. David was a shepherd. David wrote that verse. So David had sheep in his flock. Sheep are dumb. They don't really use sense, even like a goat. So gnats, bugs, little flies would make nests in their nostrils, in their ears. And the shepherd, David, had to dip their head in oil or cover their ears and their nostrils with oil and in their eye cavity. So the gnats and the bugs could not stay there. The oil was a repellent. And so our cure for frustration is the anointing. When we are anointed, when we have our eyes on the Father, when we're fix our mind upon him, these little things, my brothers and sisters, will not frustrate us. Some of us need fresh oil. Some of us need another coating of the anointing oil so that it becomes a repellent to those things that annoy us and drain out our joy and drain out our strength. So let's treat frustration for what it is. Don't underestimate it. Don't ignore it. It comes in small dosages, like the little bugs. Yeah, they don't cause any major problems, but cumulatively, over time, every time you become frustrated, you lose energy. Every time you become frustrated, a bit of your joy goes with it. It's the plan of the enemy. And remember, our joy in the Lord is our strength. And if we have no strength, we cannot be victorious. So treat frustration like it is an enemy of your soul. The book, B's and F's Won't Do. The journal, Above Defeat. If you don't have it as yet, get your copy. If you haven't seen the other videos before, find them on YouTube. You can get the book at the link, the books at the link in the video description below, or you can get them on Amazon. Thank you for watching. Until next time, the Lord bless you and keep you.